I'm standing here with promoter Cyril Lehong. Got a tournament coming up again. You must be excited.
Yes, this tournament is actually a collaboration between two promoters. It's Uppercut Promotions and Tela Promotions. We're coming up and in Limpopo, Polokwane. We're doing something great. It's a return of Ayanda Nkosi. It's going against Carlo Magali from the Philippines. I think it's a quality fight. So
yeah, let's talk about Ayanda Nkosi. It's been a while since he's stepped in the ring, and of course, people must be excited to see him light up the lightweight division once more.
Of course, I think he's a super talent, big guy at lightweight in the lightweight division. I think as well as a guy that can possibly do really well in the division and can go far. So I'm excited to see him back in the ring.
All right. What prompted you to make the decision to bring him back?
I'm a fan of the sport, as you know. So I always look forward to seeing quality fighters, and you haven't seen a guy, who's this much quality. You haven't seen him back in the ring. You want to put him back,
Right, and mentioning other lightweights on the card, you have Talent Baloyi, who a lot of people have been waiting to see get back in the ring after his fight against Kaya. Who's he coming up against? And let's hear about this one.
He's fighting against Hwaketi from Botswana. I mean, you saw Talent Baloyi. Everybody saw Talent Baloyi in his last fight for the provincial title. We know what the judges said, but everybody knows who really won the fight. Everybody, I don't even need to go too deep into that. We know what happened. And he's excited. We're excited. And we actually just got word now. It's going to be for the ABU SADC title. So it's a good fight, I think. Two really good fighters. And I think it should be a good matchup.
And I just want to talk a little bit more about Talent Baloyi, because you mentioned he's going ABUs. Does that mean that you're leaving the Gauteng title in the past?
But it's not something. It's not something we're totally scraping out altogether. It's just for now we felt do this fight and then we'll take it from there. I mean, I believe Talent will be. Look, whether it gets the Gauteng title or not, I believe by next year he should be ready for an SA title, I think.
And there's obviously a lot of talent in the lightweight division at the moment. So what else have you got coming up on your card?
We've got the women's featherweight title on the line. Asadi Singh Mokoana is fighting. So it's a quality. It's a quality card. I think. I'm excited to also see. It's always nice seeing a women's title fight on the line. So we're looking at that, and then we've also got another talent on the card, Talent Moyo. He's also fighting. He's making his debut. We've got the likes of Ishmael Kadri on the card. So it's a really good card. Yeah.
All right. So the boy from Cape Town, Ishmael Kadri, is going to be featuring up here again. Now, what was the decision? Is he back up training again?
He's back. He's excited. He's excited. He's doing quite well. So he'll be back. He'll be back up here. I think he's another one who his team believe he's got a great future, and what I've seen of him, I think he's also got a good future in the sport. So I look forward to seeing him.
So as a part of this project, I mean, I know the first tournament you did was in Gauteng. Now this one's going to happen in Limpopo. As part of the decision is to build that region.
Yeah, of course. I know this past weekend there was just a really good tournament in Limpopo, but if you look over the past few years, there hasn't been enough happening in that province. And you look at how many fighters we've got already in Gauteng that actually originate from Limpopo. There's a big number. So that there is actually a following for the sport in that region. So we would like to build that up going forward.
And how much do you know about Talent Moyo, the youngster?
From what I understand, he's very strong. He's an aggressive fighter. He fights a fight-friendly style. He trains with Sebastian Rothman as well. So and from what I understand, he's a really good fighter.
Obviously, Talent Baloyi is from that region. One of the guys your contracted boxer, he's signed to you as Talent Baloyi. He's from that part of the world. Is that one of the decisions that took you there as well?
Of course, we want people in Limpopo to know about the potential that they've got coming out of there, and Talent is a wonderful boxer. Talent Baloyi, I believe, is a future champion. He's legit. He's a real thing. So
And one of the things that a lot of boxing promoters are doing now is always, like you mentioned earlier, all the fights on the card, but is incorporating female boxing. So you've got a South African female title fight that'll be happening at your tournaments. Is that just following how we build the females? I
think it's very important. It's very important to have the women's fights on the card. I think one thing we also need to do is create role models for the young female fighters now coming up somewhere in the amateur ranks. They need to see that, yeah, they can make careers out of boxing and as pros, and we'd like them to see that, and so that's important. That's something that's very important to me as a promoter.
Right, and obviously developing young boxers, but then again we go right back to the top of the bill with the coming back is obviously Ayanda Nkosi. So just revisiting that topic, what is the Filipino opponent? Who is he? What is he bringing to this fight?
Carlo Magali, he's a quality opponent. He's had some great fights. He's fought against some good opposition in the past. He's not a guy who's just coming here to just take a loss or just to come in. He's a guy who's prepared. He's fought for an Asian title. He's been up there amongst the top fighters in the Philippines, and he's coming here to do the business.
I know you're probably keeping eyes on boxing. Chifio Munyai versus Lusano Komanisi is happening, and Ayanda Nkosi happens to be in that same division. Do you think a win like that starts putting him in those sentences again?
Yeah, definitely. I think the lightweight division, as you said, is very exciting. There's so many fighters who can blow it open. Chifio Munyai is a champion. He's had a great career. And Komanisi, as we know, he can hurt anybody with either hand. Ayanda Nkosi is a special fighter, I believe so, and I think he deserves to be in the conversation. I hear Komanisi and Munyai are going to be fighting in September. So let's see what happens there. And I think this, the lightweight division for any South African fan is an exciting one.
All right. How do fans get hold of tickets for this fight? How do they watch this fight?
Well, we'll make tickets available on a CompuTicket. We are still finalizing the TV deals and everything, but yeah, we are definitely coming.
All right, so exciting times for you. Welcome back to boxing again, and hopefully this tournament goes ahead very nicely, and obviously some big draw cards and more in the future.
Yes, definitely. We're looking to get very, very busy in the second half of the year. So yeah, I'm looking at maybe another tournament after this one in Limpopo, and then another one in Gauteng. So yeah.
All the best for this one, Cyril. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you.